Hello, and welcome to your favorite bad movie podcast. It's the only podcast that's brave enough to ask the question, if this movie's so bad, why do you like it so much? We're your hosts. My name is Chris Anderson, and I would say that I am, let's go with the Podo of the show.
Okay. Sure. You're crafty.
Because I'm missing my Kodo today. Anna is not here with us.
That makes sense.
Kodo
but
dies.
we do.
Spoiler alert.
Well, it's tough. Yeah,
Hey,
that part.
Things happen in a movie. That's
It's
not the
true.
totality of their life.
That's
No.
true. Very true.
But of course, we do have Mr. Greg Bossy, obviously the Sharak of the show.
Yeah, okay. Yes. Hi.
And, of course, we have with us a very special guest. You might know him as the host of Your Roots Are Showing, but today he's here and we're all marching to the beat of his drum, so he must be our own personal Beastmaster. It's Mr. Michael McDaniel.
Hello. Yeah, I was going to say Dar, young Dar. I'll be both.
Sure.
Yeah.
Young Dar
Sure.
and Dar. Young Dar was on The Golden Girls, the actor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
He was also on Just One of the Guys.
That's right.
Okay.
He was the younger brother that said, all balls itch.
Yeah. Wasn't his name like Steve or something?
Yeah, or like Bud.
Such a Steve line.
Yeah. Well, we're not talking about Just One of the Guys today. We're talking about The Beastmaster. Listeners, if you
Yes.
haven't seen The Beastmaster, here's just a short summary to hold in your mind. A warrior named Dar befriends a group of animals and then embarks on a journey of self-discovery and also revenge.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like you're leaving out the king and some of the evil, the gods.
Well, that's the self-discovery.
There's
Yeah, fair.
there's some mild rape in there also.
Yeah, a little bit,
That did
a little
happen.
bit.
Yeah, there's some bad news. There's some bad
Sure.
things that happen.
Oh yeah,
But there's
some
a lot
great
of-
thoughts.
There's a lot of fun, I
Oh,
think,
yeah.
in the Beastmaster.
Oh yeah.
Now, Michael, first of all, I want to talk to you a little bit about Your Roots Are Showing. Because
Yeah.
when I approached you about this show and coming on and asked you for a movie, you had right out the jump, I want to talk about one of my roots, The Beastmaster.
Right. So Your Roots
Okay.
Are Showing the show kind of reflects on a film, but I'm a cheerleader, wherein there's a whole section where it talks about your queer root, which is the moment in time, that becoming moment when you recognize like I am different or I'm queer. And for me, it was, to be clear, the made-for-TV version of the
Okay.
Beastmaster.
Okay.
Yes, minus the boobies,
Interesting.
because even in the made-for-TV version, the Beastmaster is also an ode to the male form. I don't know if you,
Oh,
when
yeah.
you saw
Oh.
this. I just watched it last night, and the amount of side butt, chef's
Oh.
kiss.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's a lot of that.
Quality beefcake in this
Quality,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and even when
movie. And
you
quantity.
Yeah. Well, and when you would be like you're not sure. I'm trying to think of what the king's like faithful sidekick played by John
Seth?
Amos. Yes.
Yes.
Even he, as like the older gentleman, is like hopping out, throwing off his robe, and is wearing like full side butt.
Mhm.
Yeah, leather bandoliers.
Yeah, lots of studded things. Even the monsters, even the creatures that get turned into with like the weird
Death Guards.
the Death Guard with the glowy leeches in their brains. Even
A
there,
lot of trunk
like,
on display.
yeah, I guess it's giving trade before I guess I even knew. I didn't really I guess as a child maybe I had like a premonition of that so much leather would be in my future. And it all came to it's just a beautiful full circle jerk.
And-
sorry, I couldn't help
No,
myself.
it makes sense
No,
because you
no.
can
Yes.
see like Don Coscarelli was pulling, I think, from like heavy metal imagery from this, and
Oh,
that was
yeah.
pulling a lot from Judas Priest
Yeah.
and Rob Halford, bringing that sort of gay leather iconography
Yeah.
into the metal scene.
And by heavy metal, you mean the genre not the cartoon movie.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, the musical.
They
genre.
could both be there. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's interesting to see it then work its way back to like a gay young man, and like through that long winding road, the signifier is still there.
Oh yeah.
But I've been loving listening to Your Roots Are Showing. It's obviously co-hosted by our regular guest, Shelley Walston.
Yes.
And it's been a great time. You guys bring on a different guest every week and talk to them about their roots.
Yeah.
And what I've been loving about it so much is like, especially so much in this day of age, you know, where we're seeing trans kids across the country being told, you don't know who you are.
Right.
You can't say who you are. To have these sort of queer origin stories and be like, no, I distinctly remember who I was and when I was knowing who I was. And, you know, to stand up against that narrative, I think is so important. And it's also just a really fun show. And you get to hear a lot of different sort of queer voices and like just sort of normal people who are fun to talk to and like good on the mic, but also, you know, have fun stories to tell. It's been a great show.
Yeah, who doesn't love like a good origin story? I think that's kind of like, and when you come at it from like my lifelong hidden secret power was that, you know, I'm queer, I'm different. I have this way of looking at things differently and hearing everybody's story. And even like, you know, our hetero allies have an origin story. For my brother, it was Nicole Waybright's hair. You know, he was in like second or third grade and I was in first grade and he was like, dude, this girl's hair, I think I'm a man now. Like everybody's got that moment when they're like, okay, yes.
Yeah, if you guys invite me on for Straight Pride Month, I'll talk about Point of No Return.
Oh boy, yes.
But back to the Beastmaster.
Yes.
Greg, do you have a background with the Beastmaster?
Yeah, so 2, maybe 3 years ago, Matt Phelan was like, let's watch Beastmaster. And I'm a big fan of sword and sorcery movies. So I was like, yep, let's do it. And we watched it and we enjoyed the shit out of it. And then he was like, let's watch Beastmaster 2, where he goes to LA. And I said, yeah, let's do it. And we watched that and we enjoyed the shit out of it. And so I was very happy to be watching it again, especially 3 days after I had just watched Masters of the Universe, which is an interesting context to witness this one in.
How do they compare?
Very different movies. One is trying to be itself. One is trying to not be that. And a little meta. I was not a big fan of Masters of the Universe. I could see people liking it, but it's just it's a meta comedy origin story. And I was just like, that's not really what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
It was a little too Super Mario Brothers, the movie for you. They went a little too
it was a little too
far afield.
A little too workshopped. Like I felt the synergy in the decision making in the group thing.
Okay.
Whereas I felt like with this one, it was just like people making a movie.
Yeah. With no blood whatsoever.
Yeah. Like they weren't trying to make a particular type of movie or trying to appeal to a certain audience. They were just making a movie.
They're just like, what would a He-Man movie in 2026 look like? Go.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Beastmaster, I don't have my notes with me, but the first thing I wrote down, it was produced by like an entertainment company. It was like something entertainment investments.
It was a leisure entertainment.
Leisure entertainment.
Yes, leisure
that's
entertainment
right.
was so good.
It was like, this is unpretentious fun. Sit back, be entertained, and it was it.
Yep.
Well, I've got a little bit about leisure entertainment in my context notes. If you guys want to talk context.
Please.
All right, let's hit it. right, so The Beastmaster was released August 20th, 1982. Your director, Don Coscarelli, the latest member of the Two Timers Club.
Ooh. What did Don do prior?
He did Phantasm 2. He did the first 4 Phantasm movies.
Oh. Well, that'll do it.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Love the Phantasm movies.
Yeah.
Taglines, 2 of them.
Okay.
Tagline number 1. The epic adventure of a new kind of hero. Apt.
Sure.
Now with less clothing.
Yeah, he's got that. He's got several friends.
It's true.
Tagline number 2. Born with the courage of an eagle, the strength of a black tiger, and the power of a god.
That's interesting. The black tiger is an interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, more on the black tiger later.
Yeah.
And the aerodynamics of a hairless wonder.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the oiliness of something you've taken from a can. All right, so Alice Mary Norton was the first woman to be inducted into the Science Fiction and Fantasy Hall of Fame. She wrote pulp, sci-fi, and fantasy starting in the 30s, and in 1959 she wrote a book called The Beastmaster, 2 words.
Okay.
It was about a guy named Hostine Storm, the
What?
last of the Navajo. And he lived in the distant future, and he could telepathically communicate with his genetically modified animal companions.
Interesting.
Holstein. What's that last name etymology?
Mm-hmm.
Not,
Oh, wait, it's
not
Navajo.
Holstein. It's Hosteen, Hosteen, first name.
Nice.
It's a future name, is my assumption.
First name.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So one person that read The Beastmaster as a young boy was Don Coscarelli.
Sure.
Don Coscarelli would grow up to be a filmmaker, and 20 years after The Beastmaster was published, he would make his breakout film, Phantasm. Now, Phantasm had a budget of $300,000, and it made $22 million at the box office.
Good for it.
Okay.
Good for it.
Yeah, and this obviously allowed Coscarelli to level up in terms of what he could do for his next movie. His next movie was The Beastmaster.
Oh, okay.
I like.
So the thing is, the only things that Coscarelli really liked from The Beastmaster was the title, but he wanted to change it a little bit, and also the talking to animals thing. He pretty much got rid of the rest. He and his longtime collaborator, Paul Pepperman, licensed the novel and wrote a screenplay that got rid of all the sci-fi stuff and just wrote a straight-up swords and sorcery picture inspired by the Steve Reeves Hercules movies of the 1950s.
Okay.
Now that Coscarelli had some success under his belt, he could do what every independent producer-director had always dreamed of. Make a movie with someone else's money for a change. So he started shopping around his script, first to studios who were not interested.
What?
So after that, yeah, The Fools. It's right on the page. Everything that's on the screen is going to be fantastic. So after that, he went to the foreign distributors of Phantasm, Leisure Investments. They were pretty happy with how Phantasm turned out for them, so they put up a $9 million budget for The Beastmaster.
I love it.
Yeah.
The problem is, guys like that, their money always comes with strings attached.
Hmm.
They made some changes to the script, and they nixed some of Coscarelli's casting choices. He was initially going to get Demi Moore in the role of Kiri.
Wow.
Oh, I would have watched that. Yeah.
Yeah, she would have been great.
Yeah.
But the money man, they wanted Tanya Roberts, so Tanya Roberts got the role.
Okay.
Coscarelli wanted to hire Klaus Kinski to play Maax, the villain.
Wow.
Which would have been great. but his quote was too high, so instead they went with Rip Torn.
Rip
was
Torn's
not
pretty
bad.
solid. He's pretty good in this. I enjoy seeing him in this.
Yeah, he's a fun choice.
Oh. So I'm looking up Klaus, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah, he's very intense. He was the main star of the German director Werner Herzog, famous for being violent and insane.
Yeah.
So he had bigger casting problems in that he wanted to cast a Black Panther for the role of Ruh. But the producers hired an animal training company that didn't have any panthers. They did have tigers on staff, though. And they told Coscarelli, no problem. We'll sedate the tigers, and then we'll dye them black with women's hair dye.
That's amazing.
Oh.
Bummer alarm. Bummer alarm. This next bit is kind of a bummer.
Unfortunately, one of the tigers died while under sedation.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a real shame. And they had to do several other
Animal horrible torture things.
Well, they had to have a sharpshooter on hand. They had to make sure that the tiger just in case.
I mean, you gotta love a situation where you need to just have a sharpshooter on hand. You just gotta, for legal reasons, you just gotta have
they're
one.
They're throwing ferrets in quicksand and making horses run through tar.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do a lot of stuff that I think you technically cannot do to animals now.
Yeah.
In this movie, unfortunately.
That makes sense.
But yeah, you definitely want to. It's much better to have the sharpshooter and not need him than it is to need a sharpshooter and not have him.
Right.
Hell of a job.
But they also had to, the tigers would lick off the hair dye between takes, so they had to keep on reapplying the black hair dye around the mouths. That's why they look a little more white around the mouths.
Yeah. I was so confused as to what kind of a creature it was. I was like, it's like a puma?
Yeah, I was like, jag? What is that?
Yeah, it is really surreal looking. It is hard to clock. It does make for a striking effect in the film. I
also liked it when Kodo or Poto and the tiger were like kind of nosing each other at the end. Like I was like, how did they make that happen without that tiger? Oh yeah.
Basically, they fed that tiger like more meat than it should get in a week.
Wow.
And they were all like, okay, we're going to do this one time. And after that, we are not trying this again. So they set them close to each other. They touched noses. They yanked the ferret away. They stopped filming.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
That's my Christmas card this year.
Yeah. It was a beautiful image. I want to say
it was. It was very nice.
Still, despite all the hiccups that they had and an unfortunate tiger death, the Beastmaster did eventually wrap shooting and make it into theaters, where it did not do great. It only made $14.1 million on its $9 million budget. But this was not the end of Beastmaster.
No.
The movie really found its home on cable TV, where it wound up into heavy rotation.
Yeah, TBS, baby.
Yeah, the Beastmaster station. And comedian Dennis Miller famously joked that HBO stood for, "Hey, Beastmaster's on." In a Variety article from 1993, TNT program executive Phil Oppenheim said that it was amongst their most popular movies, crediting it to its mythological appeal.
Okay, sure.
In the same article, Stefan, or possibly Stefan Shalansky. Yeah. Stefan Shalansky, the manager of programming for Cinemax, he credited its success on cable to the fact that you can come into any part of it and you won't have missed much.
It's true.
No.
This is a movie that largely you enjoy on the level of spectacle. The plot is secondary.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a vibes watch.
Yeah.
But that long cable life obviously led to the TV series that was so important to Michael and to Beastmaster 2, which I tried to watch this weekend, but the version that I had Turkish subtitles on it. And I was like, I can't. That's distracting.
Full disclosure, I've never seen Beastmaster 2.
You and me both.
I was like, no.
It's a pretty good time. I mean,
Like,
it's
what year did that one come out? Like in the 90s?
know.
90?
I think it was like either 92 or 89.
Mid-90s?
I mean,
Yeah.
they go to Los Angeles and they drive a car into Beastmaster world.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Take on
That
me.
is very much up my alley. And I remember when you had Matt Finnegan on, we were talking a lot about Beastmaster 2 in relationship to the movie. He was talking about Lords of Magic
Yeah.
because it had a similar rocket forward through time. Beastmaster 2, Through the Portal of Time, came out in 1991.
No.
Marc Singer is looking a little weird in these still
sure.
images.
Oh, yeah.
As in older or
His
Like-
hair is looking bad.
or post like I got that Coke money now because I just did Beastmaster 1 and here we are at Beastmaster 2.
I think it's
A little rough.
he. You know how he has like a slight Cro-Magnon-y
Yeah.
vibe to his face?
Yes.
That has become more pronounced. I
Okay,
wanna
so
say,
he
by
looks more
Beastmaster.
like the Skinwalker people in
Yeah.
Beastmaster 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love those people, but we'll get to them.
Yes, please.
Okay, yeah. Well, real quick, just the other swords and sorcery films of 1982.
Wait, before we do that, very quickly,
Oh,
this is not somebody cashing in on the success of Conan.
No, Conan came out the same year.
Right, but I mean, like,
They
so
were
this
in
is just
production
like,
at the same time.
that's so crazy when that happens. But I really thought that this was a like, what do we got that's a Conan? What do we got that's a Conan? What can
Right.
we spit out?
I mean, it might be since Leisure Time was in distribution, they might have heard that Conan was coming on the market, and that
And they were
might
like,
be part of why
"Whoa."
they greenlit it.
We get us one of them swords and
surplus
sorcery
of-
pictures.
Yeah, surplus of sand in Hollywood
Yeah.
at the time.
Yeah,
Absolutely. It's a very affordable resource. So you also got Conan the Barbarian. You got The Sword and the Sorcerer, the Albert Pyun movie.
Mm-hmm.
You got Sorceress.
yeah.
You got, and these last two I think are Italian, The Sword of the Barbarians and The Invincible Barbarian.
Mm.
I've seen most of those.
Okay. I've seen, I think just Conan. I want to see
Yeah,
Swords
same.
and Sorcerer. Conan's a classic.
Conan is a great, yeah.
But once again, we're not talking about Conan. We're talking about
Beastmaster.
Beastmaster. You guys want to talk about the plot of Beastmaster?
Let's do it.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Block Bumper, listen to me. I'm gonna give you the plot summary. Come on, baby, here's the synopsis. Block Bumper, Block Bumper.
We got another one with a lot of plot, folks. So here we go.
And then.
There's so much. So we open up on the credits rolling over still footage of the Beastmaster's assorted animal companions. We then cut to a ziggurat. You'd love to see a ziggurat in a movie.
Who
Love a good
doesn't?
zig.
That's production value. You see somebody took the time to build a multi-story ziggurat for their movie. You're like,
Yeah.
okay, now that's the $9 million up on screen, baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now inside the ziggurat, we find Maax, an evil priest of the god Ar, played by Rip Torn of all
And he-
people.
And he's great.
Yeah, he's got his classic growl. He's still relatively young here, but he's still definitely
He's
Rip
got
Torn.
I feel like he,
Dainty braids.
yeah.
Yes,
And-
very
and a
cute
s-
little
and a
side
strange,
pigtails.
very large nose for some reason.
Yes,
you
very
hardly ever
problematic
see.
prosthetic.
Until
Yeah.
he's like constantly in profile
Yeah.
too.
We need to find a baby. I have to kill the children.
So he's down there with a couple of his acolytes, and they're talking to some witches who are all like super horny, but they have
And
faces
hot.
like somebody sprayed them with acid. Yeah, they are hot.
From the neck down.
Yeah.
Yeah. From the neck up, they're beautiful on the inside, I'm sure.
Right. Yes.
Well,
They
except
got-
for all the evil.
They do
Right.
magic. Like, I'd befriend one of them.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't want to cross them, that's for
Right.
sure.
Yeah.
But the witches, they tell Maax that it has been prophesied that he will be killed by the unborn son of King Zed. And Maax says, no problem. We'll just kill Zed's unborn son. King Zed then walks right into the ziggurat and is like, no, don't do that. And he has Maax arrested.
My favorite is one of the witches actually at one point is like, no, seriously, this is the truth. You can't change it. It's kind of a blunt
I
line
like
where
that.
she's like, no, it's the truth.
That's why it's a prophecy.
Yeah.
You can't
idiot.
change prophecy. You can't
She's like-
think
she's
prophecy.
like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, we're up for whatever, but this is dumb.
Right.
So it's a little too late. Maax's plan is already in motion. That night, one of Maax's witches sneaks into the royal bedroom, and incredibly, she sneaks a full-grown adult cow in with her.
Oh yeah. She needs it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's there for a reason.
Oh yeah. Chekhov's cow. Chekhov's heifer.
It was just a very surreal image to see.
No,
this.
it's one of the weirdest things, and then the way that she subdues them is also
Yeah.
really bizarre.
Yeah, she pours glowing blue liquid onto their, like, the dimple at the bottom of their throats, whatever
Yeah,
that's
the
called.
décolletage.
Yes.
The décolleté.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a more exposed chest in this movie than you could ever dream of. And it does remind you that this is from the director of Phantasm. Don Coscarelli
Right.
knows how to put some weird stuff on screen.
It's true.
So she then magically teleports the unborn child from the mother's womb into the cow's womb
Mm-hmm.
before cackling and magicking herself and the pregnant cow to a remote spot in the woods.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The
Incredible
whole
scene.
Concept of it is fantastic.
Also, the witches have this like witches out sound where they're just like,
Oh yeah.
every time they
Yeah.
die,
Yeah.
even they're
Yeah.
like, bye bye.
Mhm.
Yeah, they always laugh when they're killed. It's a really good touch.
Yeah.
So she performs a C-section on the cow,
Mhm.
takes
As
the
one
baby
does.
out. Yeah. Why wait? And you don't want a baby going through a cow's
No.
system. That seems complicated.
No.
Yeah.
So she then burns a brand onto the baby's hand, marking him with the mark of R, her evil god. But the thing is, she's doing all of this in front of a giant blue bonfire that has drawn the attention of a nearby wandering villager. When he sees a woman about to stab a baby to death, he intervenes, hitting her in the back with some sort of weird throwing weapon that he calls a kepa, before stabbing her and shoving her into the fire.
Mhm.
Bing, bang, boom, he saved a baby. He brings the baby home. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
She then, he takes the baby home with him and raises him as his own son. He names him Dar and teaches him how to fight and tells him that he must never tell anyone that he can talk to animals, which is a thing that he can do.
Yeah. He faces down a bear and he's like, "Hey, bear," and the bear's like,
You better know.
"Yeah."
Also, when he brings him into the village, he just like holds up a baby and walks in, and it's like a
Yeah.
party. It's like, look
Yeah,
what
and
I
it was
found,
just,
you
it was
guys.
just like, hell yeah, he's
You
got a
got a
little boy.
baby.
It's also weird because it's like he's not like married,
No.
like from what I can tell. So it's not like he
Yeah.
should just suddenly have a child. But everyone's like, "Oh,
I read him as
yeah."
a local beloved widower.
Yeah. Oh,
Mm.
I like that.
Okay. So he's like, "Look, shit, I found this baby." And like, "Yeah, good for you. Now you
Good
can
for
have that
you."
family."
Yeah, you wanted a family.
And it's a boy.
Even better.
Yeah, so we can work
Mhm.
in our society.
That's right. He too can be a cobbler.
And he can get a body built from working.
Yes.
So soon Dar is fully grown in all the right places, and he is played by a pleasantly handsome beefcake named Marc Singer. He is a happy villager. He has a dog named Toto, and he's living his best life.
In a house on stilts.
Yes,
Yeah.
all their houses are on stilts. There's another cool little thing that he didn't have to do, but he did. I thought it was a nice touch.
Yeah.
Well, and Dar's ability to name animals is questionable. Toto, Kodo, Hotmodo, and then the tiger's name is just the first sound the tiger made, which was rar.
Yeah.
That's her name now.
And I think probably you could also say that about the eagle. The Sharak sounds like something, or Shakar. I can't remember which.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I think he just names things after what they say. I think
Phonetic,
that's his thing.
He's a simple man. Dar is a simple man.
It's true. And I love that they all have these. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
A horde of barbarians named Juns attack the village.
Yep.
Dar's adopted father immediately gets trampled to death by horsemen, and his dog gets shot with an arrow.
It is rough.
Yeah. Tough time for old Dar. To top it off, Maax shows up. Seems like Maax and the Juns are working together, or one for the other, or they have something in common. They're allies somehow.
They're just vibing with each other, I think, too. It's just like,
Yeah, they're both
Maax is like, yes, I am.
You guys are shitty, right? I'm shitty too.
Let's kill some people out there. I'm looking for a boy. I'm trying to kill babies.
So Dar wakes up, and then he lays his dog and his father to rest. But the good news is he befriends an eagle that he named Sharak. I wrote it down.
Yeah.
And then he begins his quest for revenge. He takes his father's sword, which I liked was a curved blade. I want to say it was like a scimitar, maybe.
Sure.
You know, I think you see a lot of double-edged straight swords in fantasy movies.
Yeah. No, it was nice. It looked a little different.
Yeah, just give some specificity to the Beastmaster. So he picks up a couple more animal friends and some cute scenes that I'm glossing over. A pair of mischievous ferrets named Kodo and Podo. They almost drown in some quicksand. And he befriends a large black panther that he names Ruh. He's now a...
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna say, you also know he's ready to fight because there's a whole 5 minutes where he's standing on the mountain just swinging a big stick around.
Yeah, it's a big
Yeah.
log.
Yeah, he's swinging this log around, and you're like, wait, that guy's ready. That guy's ready to take over.
If you can swing a sword or swing a log, you can swing a sword. You're ready.
Yes, if you can dodge a wrench. Yeah.
Once again, Rip Torn. It all comes around.
I also love when he's like, I have you, my cunning, and it's the ferret. He's like, I have you, my courage, and it's the hawk. And I have you, my vision, and it's the hawk. He's like, I have you, my courage. The things I have all the things a warrior needs. It's like, usually warriors need those things, though, not like animals that represent those things, typically.
Or food and water, or even the sustenance
that'll
or
work
rest.
too. Weapons.
Yes.
He just runs for days.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, his cardio is insane. And I bet he has the resting heart rate of a tortoise.
Yeah.
Let's see. So he's got everybody together. But before he can go and find the Juns and get his revenge, he instead finds a topless lady named Kiri, who's swimming in a pond of some sort. He scares her with Ruh before bravely shooing Ruh away and putting the moves on her. She explains that she's actually a slave and she has to get back home. They don't like it when the slaves are gone too long. And so he's like, fair enough. But then he decides to follow her. But then he loses
stuff.
One of the ferrets steals her necklace, which comes into play later.
Yes. Does it? I don't.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Okay. A lot happens in this movie.
It does.
So instead, he ends up finding some weird camp by a big tree. There's a bubbling cauldron and a man suspended in a wooden cage. Dar frees the prisoner, who is then promptly killed by some hideous monsters that live in this big tree. They look like giant hairless bats, and they eat the fleeing caged man by wrapping their wings around him and dissolving his flesh.
It's incredible.
Nice. Are skinwalkers a part of the Navajo like culture lore? Is that because when you said Navajo at the beginning, I was like skinwalker people? I don't know if that's a thing or if there's a connection there.
I don't know enough about either the Navajo
don't
or
either.
Skinwalkers
Yeah.
to speak on it confidently.
Okay.
Listeners, write into favoriteBadMoviePod@gmail.com if you can confirm or deny that these monsters might have some relation to the Navajo people, the legends of the Skinwalkers, or both.
It's great though. These creatures are fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very creepy. They're very strange.
They do a lot of like silent staring, which I think is
And
also
Yeah, they never make
really
any
imposing.
noise.
Yep.
Yeah, they all look like they're 9 feet tall.
Mhm.
So the monster men, they notice that Dar is friends with an eagle. And it turns out that they worship eagles or they respect them in some way or something. They like eagles a lot.
Or it's a
So,
familiar of their god. It lands on like an
Yeah.
eagle statue, which is also
Yeah, they have
rare to
it-
see like an eagle on an eagle.
Yeah. But they give him an eagle medallion and then they send him on his way. The next day, Dar finds the city with the ziggurat. He tells Ruh to wait outside because obviously a tiger might blow his cover. And he sneaks inside the walled city to investigate. There he finds Maax standing on top of the ziggurat as villagers look on. He then sacrifices a small child to his god Ar by throwing him into a large pyre. I was very surprised to see a child get murdered in this movie.
Yeah, not what I expected.
Bye.
Then he's like, you know what? Not enough. I need another child. Let's double up.
another baby.
You have to go as him for Halloween, please.
It's not a bad call, actually.
No, that would be a good one.
Oh my gosh.
So I work in a bookstore. I could use it as saying like I'm the character from the Beastmaster.
yeah.
Yeah. No one will have read it. They can't call you out.
Yeah.
I'm this character from the Beastmaster.
So Dar says that no. Hang on. Where was I? No. There we go.
Kid murdered. Bye.
Second
Yeah,
baby.
he wants another child to throw onto this pyre. And they're like, okay, we have another one that's already dressed up for it, I guess.
Yeah. I noticed that too.
I think
She
people
was,
get
like, in the
prepped just
robe
in
the audience.
case.
Yeah, you never know how many he's going to want. And if he doesn't get enough kids, it ends up being a big thing.
Yeah.
Luckily, Dar thinks that 2 child sacrifices in one day is a bit much. So he has Shirak the eagle swoop in and save the second child before he flees the scene.
And it looks so stupid.
Yeah, it's a cartoon kid in the sky. And the child's also like 3 times the size of the eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like the eagle's holding on to the clothes, and the child's just like, yep, I'm just dangling by my clothes from these talons, and this eagle's carrying me away. It's like, that's definitely not happening.
Yeah.
There's no way that eagle's getting off the ground.
It's a fantasy, Craig.
No, it was
Be in
great.
the moment.
No.
Yeah,
I loved
I
it.
get it.
And I drank the Kool-Aid, but also I recognized that the Kool-Aid was false.
And I love how he like puts the staff like on the kid's head and is like pushing her down. Or is it another scene where he's like trying to
No,
shove
this
somebody
one I'm pretty
into-
sure. Like, get down there. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
So later that night, Dar, he sneaks back into the city and he reunites the boy with his parents. The boy's father, Sako, favorite character, I gotta say.
He's great.
He says that he owes him one, and that things in town have been really shitty ever since King Zed got locked up in the basement of that ziggurat when Maax took over.
Yeah.
Dar says, oh, okay. Well, I'll be back. But first I need to go hunt down the damn Jun and find my girlfriend. Or do something. He's sort of going all over the place. I think that's one of the problems with this movie.
And there's a lot of like, let's go to the town, let's leave the town, let's go to the town, let's leave the town, let's go to the town, let's leave the town. It's like, what are we doing?
They slowly kind of want to. They connect him very sinuously with like an eagle's sight. Like the eagle is
Yeah.
kind of telling him where to go.
Yeah.
But it's also these weird cutscenes where you're like, I guess I'm hearing chimes, so that means he's communicating with an animal at this point in time. That's the only way you know something like telepathic's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously it's very hard to summarize the telepathy scenes. I mean, and then we swoop over a mountain, and there's horsemen.
There's definitely like a lot of eagle vision and puma vision.
Yeah.
Yes. Very little ferret vision, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah.
Their eyes are too small.
Yeah. You could do it like real widescreen, low to the ground, give it like a Sam Raimi vibe. Back at Maax's lair, the witches tell him that the Beastmaster was the guy that messed up this whole sacrifice situation. He's really pissed off.
Yeah.
So he sends some of his acolytes after him, and he gives them a magic ring with an eyeball in it.
It's really great.
Yeah.
I love it.
I want to know how it works. Like from like a prop perspective.
Okay.
Yeah.
I imagine it's like just a glass eye that they put inside.
Where you like the person like rolls their finger.
Would be my
guess.
guess.
Something like that. Work it with your thumb, maybe.
This Halloween costume is getting better and better. You gotta wear the ring.
God.
Gotta wear the ring.
Take my ring.
Kiss the ring.
That would transition to an everyday wear for me, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately for Maax, what he ends up watching through the ring first is Dar and Ruff fucking these two guys up and killing the shit out of them. In the midst of them getting killed, Dar meets Seth and Tall. Seth is a huge black dude, and Tall is his little white boy companion. Seth says that he and Tall are pilgrims en route to Ziggurat City, but we know that that Seth is Zed's right-hand man. Yeah. We've seen Seth before in the movie. That night, around the campfire, Seth explains that Tall is actually a prince, the son of King Zed. And Dar explains that he has a mystical connection with animals. So they both got things.
Yeah, that's cool.
Also, he gives Tall the eyeball ring. They took it off. One of the ferrets took it off the dead acolyte, and Tall went. I was in the bathroom at this part.
Yeah, Tall's like, "Oh, this is cool. Can I have this?"
Yeah, he like dumps out all of his stuff, and he like puts it on, and Dar's like, "You can have it."
And this is also where they discover the necklace, where it comes back up. Because he's like,
Oh,
"Where did you get this? Where did you get this?" He's like, "It was given to me by a slave girl. It was given to me by a slave girl."
Who's the slave girl? Oh, it's my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which means also we'll later on find out that Dar's love interest is also his cousin.
Yeah, I was just wondering about that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a different time, but
Kissing
it was.
Cousins.
Yeah. Still, I'm going to officially disapprove.
No, it was one of those things when I realized that I was like, that's weird.
Yeah. And there's a few continuity issues with the movie.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
There's a few issues with the movie, but
for sure. So the next day, Chirac reports that he's spotted Kiri. She's marching along somewhere with 4 other women. They're being brought by Maax's acolytes somewhere to be sacrificed. It seems like they left the ziggurat. Now they're going back to the ziggurat. I don't know.
They've got to do a pilgrimage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
got
a different location.
Yeah. Hey, there's a holy altar somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
In any case, our boys ride out to meet them, and they pose as ferrymen and free Kiri. Fuck those other 4 women, I guess.
I know, exactly.
Hey, they were there for one purpose.
To die.
Yeah.
Kiri.
Oh, I thought as a
No.
Yeah.
Naturally, though.
Yeah.
But I do like as they're leaving, they're like, oh, we've got too much weight on the boat. So Kiri just kicks 3 men overboard to drown in the middle of the river, tied up. It's like, damn, this lady's cold.
Well, they were like the weird assassin men.
I mean, they're bad guys, but
Yeah.
that's cold, man. So at this point, they agree to split up. Seth, since he's got connections, he's going to go and get some backup from somewhere nearby, a valley or something. And Dar, Tal, and Kiri, they're going to break into the ziggurat. I don't know why they're bringing the child. That seems like an odd decision to me. But they're going to free King.
Tal.
He's a warrior now?
He's really into finding his cousin. He's like, I gotta go. I want to be a helper. Let's do this.
Yeah. And I guess he is royalty. He is kind of in charge.
So
they can't say no.
Right.
Yeah. So Sako, he's back. He helps them sneak in. But unfortunately, Tal is still wearing the eyeball ring, so Maax is onto them. The three of them fight their way through the temple, past some assorted death guards who are like weird zombie men. We see them getting made in a laboratory in the basement. There's traps, there's monsters, there's fighting. They eventually find Zed deep in a dungeon. There's lots of daring do as they escape. Bravery on the parts of two ferrets trying to get some keys that are ultimately not needed. It's kind of logistically confusing.
A little bit.
And the king is blind, but they don't really...
The king has been blinded, which was very disturbing.
Yep.
But there's a confrontation with Maax, but they eventually are all able to escape and flee from the town. They bring Zed to Seth and his reinforcements, and King Zed is understandably very pissed off.
Yeah.
He has been blinded and locked in a dungeon for a while. His kingdom was stolen, and several of his family members have been murdered.
Yeah, I'd be upset.
It's a rough day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he wants to attack the town, and he wants to do it now. He wants to go kill Maax.
At dawn.
Yeah. Let's roll out.
And I love that everyone's just like, this doesn't make sense, though, man.
Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah, he has clearly come out the worst of it from his time in prison. In addition to obviously being blinded and having several family members killed.
Of course.
Dar says that they're outnumbered. And Zed says he doesn't have to listen to some freak that can talk to lizards or whatever.
Oh.
That's his son, right?
He doesn't know that.
Yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
I wanted to double check that
We'll
for my
get
own
there.
personal.
Yeah.
I mean, but the king has some good reason to not be into people who have like sorcery or magical powers, right? Like he's like,
That's
I don't
because
know.
of Maax.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did have a very bad experience with Maax.
Yeah.
Dar leaves the camp because his feelings got hurt. And also Zed ordered him to leave.
There's also that.
There's
Yeah. Two good reasons to
I love
leave.
that Kiri's just like, she's like, well, you
Bye.
can't come back with me, obviously. Like,
Yeah, Kira's like, well, he is my uncle,
so I gotta kind of.
I don't like you that much. We just
met, so like
I have a
can't, like,
yeah. She talks about her duty a lot
yeah.
at that
Yeah.
point.
and she's revealed to be from some line of ancestral warriors or something.
Sure.
Which
that wear really cute dresses.
Mhm.
yes,
Mhm.
they wear basically burlap prom dresses.
Well, she
Yeah.
had a whole costume change where she went from
Yeah.
wearing
Yeah.
like almost cover up to the knee to come back into the room with like it's just below her labia and like there's a big leather belt and this awesome sleeves.
Also,
Yes.
it's like the two of them are like looking down a hole, and she's like, "I'm gonna just sneak away
Into this secret
passage, and then later I'm gonna come back out of it, and then sneak back to where I
Yeah.
was in a different." It's like, what?
It was very strange.
Yeah.
I
Also, I
hope
like
yeah.
the two guys are just like, "How did that happen?"
He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you see her like open
Yeah.
this secret door, you're like, is she
Yeah.
a double agent?
Yeah. No, I was like, oh, Kiri's in on it.
Yeah.
But
no,
instead,
she
you
was
don't
just
even
doing.
see
She's just doing costume
inside the
change.
room.
Yeah.
I hope in my imagination there was a whole montage scene that they cut out of her going from like a 7 to a 9 in the temple.
It definitely should have been like a musical montage of different
Yes.
outfits.
Yes.
Ooh, samurai armor? No,
I don't think so.
appropriative.
Yeah.
Hip hop
Pants?
armor,
No
and I'm
way.
doing the Running Man. No.
Yes.
So Seth notices that Tal's eyeball ring is looking at them,
How about that?
and it's listening in while Zed is basically laying out their entire plan.
Yeah.
So Seth smashes up the ring and is like, hey, we can't do that plan because he knows our entire plan now. And Zed does not give a shit. They're doing the plan anyway. They ride at dawn.
Yes, King Zed.
And we don't see any of it.
No.
It's just a hard cut to, hey, we failed.
Yeah. Yeah, the next day, slightly after dawn, Sokko rides up to Dar's camp and tells him that King Zed's plan has failed terribly. His friends are to be sacrificed later that day. Dar obviously doesn't like the sound of that. So he rolls into town and takes care of it. Podo and Kodo free Kiri, Seth, and Tal, while Dar and Ruh start killing bad guys, slowly working their way up the ziggurat. Once Dar reaches the top, he faces off against Maax. Maax tells Dar that he is actually King Zed's long-lost son before slitting Zed's throat right in front of him.
Yikes.
I also love that, like, the witch is like, "This is it. He's come for you. It's over."
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you.
They're great.
Here he is, by the way.
Doom, your doom arrives.
We had a good run. Dar stabs Maax in the gut with his name is spelled Maax.
Maax.
Oh,
Maax.
It's Maax.
Call your mother Maax.
Yeah, definitely it's just Max from Staten Island.
Maxwell. Yeah.
Maax gets stabbed in the gut with his own dagger. Dar is sure that he's killed the evil priest, so he returns to join his human friends. But Maax is not dead, and he lurches to his feet to stab Dar in the back, only to be stopped by the brave and noble ferret Kodo, who sacrifices himself, knocking Maax into the sacrificial pyre.
Yeah.
Podo is obviously beside herself.
Oh.
It's such a weird scene too, because there's a moment where I think, like, I see Podo, and then like Dar gets kind of excited again because I think it's like, okay, we're winning, and I was like, wait, is that the one? Did one sneak out? Is that what happened? Is that what he's excited? No. That ferret's dead.
Yeah. He tries to reach in and he's like, oh shit, that's hot.
Yeah, fire.
But somehow the kid earlier got tripled away down and was fine.
Listen, it also got carried out by a hawk, but it's
I
fantasy.
forgot about that magic hawk.
Yeah. Where was Sharak? Where were you?
So we haven't addressed that. Every time he wants to call the hawk, he's just like, "Rack!" And it's the most hilarious thing I've ever heard.
That's his
in my
party
life.
trick till he dies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He just does that, and hawks, falcons, eagles just land.
Now, unfortunately, at this point, the movie is not over.
No.
We still need to deal with the Juns, who are riding to attack the city. Our heroes marshals the town's defenses, hiding a moat made of tar beneath a thin covering of sand. Luckily, they already had a moat made of tar.
I love when they go to the extras. They're just flicking sand with the tips of their fingertips into the mud pit. It's that's gonna work.
Like they're just seasoning it with salt.
Yes.
Well, I'm sure they can't add a lot, because if they do, it's going to break continuity for later shots and stuff. You know what I mean? So it's probably get some in there, but not a lot of it.
Yeah, we've only got one tar moat.
And
We
a limited
can't
amount of sand.
We can't take anything out of the tar. Whatever goes into the tar stays in the tar mostly.
Mm-hmm. So soon the Jun soldiers ride straight into the tar, and then little Tal runs out to set it on fire. He gets shot in the heart, but he'll be fine later. Then our heroes, Kiri, Dar, and Seth all run out, and they start fighting the Jun, the gates closing behind them. Eventually, Dar does kill the Jun general in a fight that was probably exciting. I can't quite remember much of it. And then
it's really long. It's kind of like the.
At this point, I'm checked out a little bit.
It's a lot like Rowdy Piper in They Live, the fight scene that goes on for 7 minutes. It's a bit like
so they're still surrounded by sort of your rank and file Jun. But luckily, Sharak has brought the medallion of the sign of the eagle to the eagle-worshipping monster men. And they come by and they happily strip the flesh off the bones of all the Jun soldiers. And they're like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing us a bunch of jerks to eat.
There's like a moment where he confront that they're backing away slowly, and he turns around and there's like 3 of them standing really tall, and they just give this slight like nod. And it's just like, yep, okay, it's all Beastmaster. It's cool. Get out of there, Dar. They just want to eat.
Then we have more movie.
Hmm.
The next day, Dar finds out that Tal is going to be fine, and he gives him the gift of the old Kappa throwing weapon. He's going to leave, and he's going to resume wandering the earth. Seth tells him that he should be king, but he instead decides to spend his days righting wrongs with his new hot babe cousin and his animal friends, including new baby ferrets.
Oh,
that were very cute.
They were very cute.
Yes.
Yeah, so a little, a silver lining to the cloud of poor Kodo's death.
Whew.
The circle of life.
That was a long plot.
It is. You did a commendable job with that.
You did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. So final thoughts, 5-star ratings. Where do we land in terms of watchability and in terms of weirdness, in terms of 5 stars for the Beastmaster? Greg, kick us off.
So for me, this is so I would give this a watchability of 5, but it's going to be 4.5, just because it's a little long. It's a little long in the tooth. The script is could be tightened up, and admittedly, some of the action scenes are not that great. But generally, like when I think I just want to kick back with a real dumb sword and sorcery movie that's kind of bad, but that I'll be pretty entertained by, Beastmaster is a great choice to click on. I think I enjoy it quite a bit.
That's fair. What about weirdness?
Yeah, I think it's pretty weird actually at times. It really delves into some interesting things. So I'm going to go with a 4. I think just like watching someone rip a baby out of a woman's womb and put it in a cow's womb, and the people that surround people with their wings and eat them. It's all just, there's always something interesting around the corner. A lot of it's never really explained too much, which is great.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that.
And yeah, I think I wound up pretty similar to you, Greg. I was a little less charitable in terms of watchability. I gave it 3.5 stars. I do think it runs a little bit long. I think that second ending is kind of a killer.
Oh, sure.
I think Jun and the Maax could have been combined into one antagonist, and that would have been a much cleaner movie.
Realistically, you don't really need the Jund. You just could have had Maax's minions.
Exactly. But there is lots of swords and sorcery fun for fans of the genre. There's lots of great animal stuff. For weirdness, I gave it also 4 stars. Mostly because of that cow scene. It was very surprising. But there's also
so strange.
Yeah. I think this goes a little bit. The Swords and Sorcery always has a little bit of strange imagery in it, and I feel like this goes a little bit farther than that normally does. So I think it's worth watching. But I think the main thing it suffers from is, like, I remember reading about how the original version of Phantasm was 3 hours long.
Oh God.
And he cut it down to 90 minutes. And so they're just 90 of the craziest minutes you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like Beastmaster, it probably could have used a little bit of cutting.
It's like 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
like
just shy of 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. If this was a tight 96, I think it would be all killer, no filler.
Oh, yeah.
What about you, Michael? Watchability and weirdness.
Oh, man. Watchability, I'm going to give a 3.25.
Ooh.
Okay, the rare 0.25.
Yes,
I love it.
I was almost at a half, but I watched it with my partner who did fall asleep.
Okay.
At one point. And I was also kind of at a point where I noticed I was scrolling Reddit. And was like, oh, wait, they're still fighting.
Yep.
It's still a really bad fight scene.
There's some fat to trim, certainly, in this.
Oh, yeah. And I do agree that the connection between the evil sorcerer and the army could have really done some goodness for
Yeah.
the whole thing. Weirdness also a 4. I think the amount of like just complete random insertions of this lore, this universe is like if they were like a land somewhere in some exposition that talked about like, oh, the creatures of this world or something to kind of put a little bit of a thread between some things, but no, it's weird.
Yeah, I
And
like
dare
that
I
there's no opening crawl
Right.
to like
Yeah.
hold your hand. You
Yeah.
just have to figure it
You're
out.
like, okay, here we go. All right.
It is also very strange to see like this swords and sorcery man just interacting with like ferrets and
Yeah.
having like scenes, like minute-long scenes with ferrets.
And the whomever I would love to know, like whomever trained these animals needs an award. If
Yeah.
anybody's winning an award in this movie, it's the people that worked with the animals because they were great.
Well, good news, Michael. I have an entire segment about the people who trained these animals, and we're going to play the bumper and get to that segment right now.
Yeah.
We didn't even plan that.
Sure, the movie's the main event, but that's not the case with this segment. No need to be sad or lament, 'cause we're going on a tangent. Yeah, that's the name of this segment. Going on a tangent. Tangent.
Really like to slow the show down at about an hour mark.
Yeah, really dial it back.
Yeah, let's
Dial it
kill
back.
some momentum.
Yeah.
The animal company for the Beastmaster was called Gentle Jungle.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's cute.
Now, Gentle Jungle is still in operation today.
Good for them.
They are an animal trainer company based out of Lebec, California. They supply the animals and trainers for the Beastmaster. Their website says that they've been in business for over 50 years. So they were a relatively young company at the time. If you couldn't gather from the fact that they accidentally killed one of their own tigers while trying to dye it black with women's hair dye.
Yeah.
They were hungry. They had to prove
Whoops.
themselves. We'll do what the other guys won't at half the price. So it looks like Beastmaster was just their third film as a company, actually.
Oh, wow.
Although they employed trainers who had years of experience.
Nice.
They also had on their staff a relatively young animal trainer named Sled Reynolds.
Yeah.
What?
Sled is now the owner of Gentle Jungle. He was trained in the business by his father, Fess Reynolds.
Okay.
And now Sled's children are in the business as well.
What are
He
their
also
names?
owns the ashes of Airbud.
Mhm.
Well, we check out our episode on Airbud if you want to know the
Yes.
actual our Airbud golden receivers specifically. Since then, they've worked on over 100 films since they've done Beastmaster,
Wow.
including Oscar winners like Return of the King, Forrest Gump, Titanic,
Wow.
and Gladiator.
I remember a lot of animals in Titanic.
Yeah, I was like, wait, huh?
There must have been something.
Definitely.
Was there a tiger on the boat?
A
Did they have a
lapdog?
tiger in a cage in a
Been a
boat?
while. Last time I saw it was the theater, I realize.
Never seen it.
That was the life of Pi.
Yeah, that boat was much small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would have been a really big tiger if it was on
Yeah.
the Titanic. Now, Sled was also on the set wrangling camels for the 13th Warrior, which means that Sled Reynolds, you are also a member of the Two Timers Club.
Congrats, Sled Reynolds.
Congrats,
Sled.
Sled Reynolds. Now, you might be wondering, did Sled Reynolds kill that tiger?
Mm.
On purpose.
Yeah, because he was jealous. It doesn't look like him.
Oh,
I don't think he was the one, or at the very least, he was not the head animal trainer.
okay.
There was someone else credited as head animal trainer, so I think obviously they're going to be the one that's going to have to take responsibility on this. That guy was named Boone Nar.
Wow.
I just want to name all my kids after animal wranglers.
Mm-hmm.
Boone Nar sounds like he should be a character in Beastmaster with the name like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. You know, Sled Reynolds would be a great name for like a cat.
Absolutely.
Or sled.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boone Nar, he trained the dog in Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, and he trained the lizards in Batman and Robin, which means Boone
in the
Nar,
Three
welcome to the Three Timers Club.
Oh, yeah.
Beastmaster. Really quite the cast and crew.
5 Degrees
Yeah.
of Beastmaster.
Mm-hmm.
But also, Boone Nar, he is no longer employed by Gentle Jungle. He started his own company, looks like around 1998.
Okay.
So that's what I found out about Gentle Jungle and our assorted animal
Oh.
trainers.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, you fellas want to play a game?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to play a little Guess the Title. Let me tell you about this brand new game where you guess the movie's name. You just tell me what the title is and prove you know all about the show is.
Guess the title.
Whippa, 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 whippa.
Guess the title.
Gooby, 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 gooby.
Guess the title. Guess the title.
Come on, honey.
Guess the title.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, whoa, whoa. So we're going to play a little Guess the Title with the films of Marc Singer. Obviously, our Beastmaster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a plot description of a film. I'm going to give you 3 titles. I want you to buzz in and tell me what you think the title is. You'll buzz in by saying your own name. If you get it wrong, your opponent will have the chance to steal. Is everybody ready?
See.
Yes.
All right, hands on buzzers.
Okay.
Question number 1. A young man from Iowa comes to New York City to make it as an actor. When his big break doesn't happen, he takes up stripping to make ends meet. Is that Night Dancer, Beefcakes, or For Ladies Only?
Michael.
Michael?
That's got to be beefcakes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's not Beefcakes.
What
Greg,
were
can
the-
you steal?
What were the other two?
Night Dancer or For Ladies Only?
Night Dancer.
God. I'm sorry, that movie has the very homophobic name of For Ladies Only.
Yeah.
Question number 2. What word is that? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, no, I get it. I need to read the rest of the sentence. To land a sports writing job on a national magazine run by a chauvinistic editor, an aspiring female reporter convincingly disguised herself as a man to get the inside story. Is that Her Life as a Man, Byline, or Jocks?
Michael.
Michael?
Byline?
No, I'm sorry, it
I
wasn't
thought it was
Byline.
like queer forward. Like she's also into the ladies and the dudes.
I wish.
Oh.
Jocks.
No, that was Her Life as a Man.
All right.
That felt too like on the nose. Like
Yeah,
that was like
yeah.
what,
These
really?
titles.
All right, I think those are. I put the 2 problematic ones up top.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay. Question number 3. A serial killer targets prostitutes who become pregnant. Okay, 3 problematic ones up
Okay.
top.
I was gonna
Whoa.
say.
Is that Angel Blade,
Oh God.
Dark Wanderings, or Mother May I?
Sleep with
Christ.
danger.
Greg.
Greg?
Is it Mother May I?
No, it's not Mother May I.
What were the other two?
Angel Blade or Dark Wanderings?
I'm gonna go with Angel Blade just because it is the most fucked up name. Oh god!
Christ.
You're on the board, Michael.
Yes.
Oof.
Question number 4. A sexy TV star witnesses a murder, and 2 federal agents take her to a remote lodge to protect her until the trial. Unfortunately, the cabin is not
Haunted.
as remote
I was
as they
gonna say,
think.
I was really hoping you were going to say haunted.
Yeah.
No, it is unfortunately not as remote as they think. Is that Cabin Under Fire,
No.
Silk Degrees, or 3 to Tango?
Greg.
Greg?
Cabin Under Fire.
No, I'm sorry, Greg. You're having a rough time tonight.
I am.
So we've got Silk Degrees, and what was the other one?
3 to Tango.
I'm gonna go 3 to Tango.
That one was
Degrees.
Silk Degrees.
What does that even mean?
So I
don't know.
I didn't pick Silk Degrees specifically because it's a Boz Scaggs album title, and I was like, Chris is trying to goad me. Chris is trying to
Oh.
get me to go for Silk Degrees.
Did he
It's
do
a
the
great
music
album.
for the made-for-TV movie?
I don't know
I
Boz
I'm going to
Scaggs.
tell you right now, there's no way that album would work for that story
Okay.
at all.
Okay. Silk Degrees.
Great album.
What a
if you
title.
like terrible albums.
Oh God.
Question number 5. The true story of a U.S. Air Force sergeant who was dismissed for being gay and his fight to be reinstated.
Okay.
Is that dishonorable discharge? Get your mind out of the gutter. To serve with honor, or Sergeant Matlovich versus the U.S. Air Force?
Greg.
Greg?
To serve with honor.
Nope.
What? Michael.
Michael?
Dishonorable discharge.
No, that was Sergeant Matlovich versus the U.S. Air Force. Sergeant Matlovich played by Brad Dourif.
Oh.
Oh.
Who was Marc Singer?
I'm going to assume a lawyer maybe, or a
Yeah.
commanding officer.
The bottom.
Marc Singer was in some
Yeah.
interestingly
Yeah.
titled things.
Yeah.
He sure was.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 6. A research project on sexual response leads 2 doctors into an affair where their deepest passions and darkest fantasies are revealed.
Mm.
Is that forbidden knowledge, body chemistry, or the sex doctors?
The Greg.
Michael?
The Greg. The B, the second one.
Body chemistry?
Yes.
You're correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Greg, were you gonna say sex
doctors-
doctor?
No, I was going to say body chemistry.
Nice.
Okay.
But though
Question
you said
number-
sex doctors, and I was like, I wish I were saying that.
Well,
Question number 7. A futuristic bounty hunter is assigned to track down 4 female androids smuggled to Earth for illicit purposes.
dishonorable discharges.
Could be.
Or smuggling rare animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silk Degree.
Is it droid gunner, babe runner, or bots have more fun?
Greg,
Greg?
Babe Runner. Yeah. You knew I was going to say it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did.
There's a joke within here where, like, do electronic prostitutes do something?
Yeah, I tried to get there, and then I ended up skipping it. I was like, it's too worthy.
It's too much. What were the number 1 and 3 again, please?
Droid gunner or bots have more fun?
I'm gonna go with Droid Gunner.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Another one. 2 left. Question number 8. a light comedy / love story based on the life of blind musician Tom Sullivan.
Oh.
Is that one called Night Tunes? If You Could See What I Hear? Or The Notes You Don't Play?
Ooh.
Michael.
Michael?
I'm going to go with The Notes You Don't Play.
No.
What was the If You Could Only See What I Hear?
If You Could See What I Hear?
If You Could See What I Hear.
You're on the board, Greg.
I've done it.
Thank God. One question left.
Yes.
Lancelot is sent through time to protect young Arthur before he becomes king. But instead, both of them wind up in the present day, pursued by their enemies. Is that Lancelot, Knight of the Future? Lancelot, Arthur's finest? Or Lancelot, Guardian of Time?
Ooh, Michael.
Michael?
I'm going to go with Lancelot, Guardian of Time. I just like it the most. Yes.
You're right. Congratulations, Michael. You're our
Yay.
big winner.
I'm the winner.
Get zoo.
Watch out, listeners. It's time for the Batty Awards. Now you're messing with the Batty Award. 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 Congratulations to all the nominees. That's right. Congratulations to all the nominees. It's the Batty Awards, those little awards that we give out to those moments, people, touches, all the things that make a bad movie so good. Greg, do you have a Batty Award?
Yeah. So I want to give this to 2 moments of incongruous sound with visuals that I thought were really wonderful in this. So the first one is near the beginning. I think it's probably where he first gets Rar or whatever. It's very soon after that. Like Rar goes to attack a man, and so you just hear like, "Rawr, rawr," and then a man like giving out blood curdling screams. In Beastmaster, just puts his hands into fists, puts them on his hips, and just puts this big beaming smile on his face as you just hear this man being ripped to shreds with a tiger screaming, and he's just like, yeah. And that was hilarious. And then the second is at the very end after we've lost our precious Kodo. And he's trying to give an inspiring speech, and he's got Poto in his hands, and he just goes, "We will fight." And then he snuggles the nose of the ferret. And it was very cute, but it was also just like, this is not what I would expect someone to do after saying, "We will fight." But also good.
Yeah, it was great. I'm going to give my Batty Award out to monosyllabic names.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like this is... You can sort of tell what type of fantasy movie you're watching. If you're watching a Conan type fantasy movie or a Tolkien type fantasy movie, if they have multiple syllables in their names or single syllables in their names. The Conan is all single syllables, and Conan will be desert, with the Tolkien will be forest, and the wizards and priests will all be evil in your Conan, and some wizards will be good in your Tolkien. And and I love that single syllable names, all of them in this movie just like really hit that home. You got Ruh, you got Dar, you got Tees, you got Tall, you got Seth, you got Zed, you got maybe Maax, depending on how you count it.
Maax.
They're so punchy.
Yeah, mother.
So shout out to single syllable names. Michael, do you have a Batty Award?
I have a Batty Award called "It Didn't Age So Well."
Okay, that's fair.
There's
We
a
get those
moment
now and
where
again.
he's wrestling with redhead. What's her name again?
Kiri?
Kiri.
He's wrestling with Kiri, and she's like doesn't want to have sex with him, and she's like, "Oh, she's a beast," and then has this moment where he kind of stands, and as the audience member, you're like, "But you're the Beastmaster," and it just you're like, "Yikes!"
Yeah.
Yikes!
Yeah.
But it was also hilarious.
Yeah.
It was. Then there's so much great stuff in this movie.
Yes.
Listeners, you've got to check out Beastmaster if you haven't.
Do it.
You've got to check out Your Roots Are Showing if you haven't.
Do it.
Michael, we've got to thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Hit them up with the plugs one more time.
Oh, yeah. You can check us out at Roots Are Showing Pod on Blue Sky. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get all of that ear candy. Yeah, come check us out. Share us. Share the show. This show and the show to all your friends and fans. It'd be great.
Yes, listeners, you've got your marching orders. Check it out.
Do it.
Come back next week when we're going to be joined by my first girlfriend, Sharon Cunningham, in a special apology episode.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We had
that'll
her
be
on
good.
before to talk about the first movie I ever took a girl to, which turned out to be the movie Powder. And I felt so bad for making this woman watch Powder twice in her life that I had to bring her back on as an apology. So we're going to be talking about Hot to Trot.
Oh, good.
So that'll be fun. Something light. And so give us a subscribe or a follow or whatever your platform calls it, so you can be sure to be made aware of when that's available. And while you're pressing buttons on your phone, hit us up with that 5 stars. 5 stars is free, brother. That's what I always say.
Amen.
Michael, are you going to listen to this when it comes out?
I will. I kind of hearing my own voice sometimes is a little but yeah, I'm gonna listen to it, and I'm just gonna nonchalantly play it when I'm in the car with people who haven't heard either of the shows. I'm just gonna be like,
Yes.
what's this? What's this about? It seems really
This is
cool."
intriguing.
Yeah.
Well, while you do that, hit us with that 5 stars.
Oh, totally.
It's that easy.
They're free.
And yeah, they're free. 5 stars is free. So until next week, be good and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.